Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ah. Dogs are barking. Somebody dared to drive down the road. I gotta check and see. I'm so in love with you. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. I wanna fall in love. Hi. I just woke up like, I don't know, half an hour ago. Went to bed so early last night. I've been sleeping like crazy, just a ton. All right, Linda Worth, good morning. Jenna P, hello, hello. Whips World, good morning. What's up, Jay? And Stephen P, and Lori. And there's Jay. And I think I got everybody so far. Look, it's all mods except for poor Linda. What did you win, Linda? Oh, it was on Wet Your Plants, right? Didn't you win? No. What did you win? Where did you win? Yeah, it was on Wet Your Plants yesterday, right? Wasn't that where you won? Congratulations. I know you won something somewhere. I think it was on Wet Your Plants. You need to make a shirt that says, I'm here for the pellets. That's not a bad idea. Wet Your Plants. Okay, I knew that. Oh, Jorge, hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's snowing. It just started like just a little bit ago. So, yeah, it's that white stuff is snow. It's just barely started. It's just like a drizzle, and it's right there, right around freezing. So it's going to be super wet. Oh, look, you can see the neighbor. There's the neighbor get into his work truck. Testing out my new gadgets. What'd you get? What'd you get, Jorge? Let's make sure everything's working. Kelly's Age gift card. That was the last thing, right? There was a bunch of winners. That's what it was. Thank you. Again, I just woke up. There's David. What's up, David? Sky rockets in flight. A whole bunch of people won. That's right. It's all coming back to me now, Stephen. I was there. I was there. It's all coming back to me. Yes, a whole bunch of people won gift cards from Kelly Foreman on her birthday. See, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. There were some Dan's Fish ones. There was some Amazon ones. Whole bunch of different gift cards. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I had to leave right towards the end because yesterday was also my son's birthday, so we were doing stuff to celebrate with him for his birthday. I got a new mic, Jorge says. Nice. We'll have to take a look at it. Have to take a listen. Okay, so yeah, it is snowing. The guy in the work truck there is about to leave again, which is always very loud and makes the dogs bark for some reason. If it's a truck, Wally starts barking and that sets off 11. She has no idea what she's barking at. She can't see out the windows. She's little, but yeah. Which kid? The youngest? Yes. My our youngest Aiden's birthday was yesterday. Yep, 22. And Wolf, there, David, his birthday comes up next, and it's the 22nd of December. So, and then January. So we've got 2 in December and 1 in January. and that's my oldest son. David would be second oldest, right? David, I think you're just, or are you? Yeah, you're older than Anthony by a month, right? Maybe you're the oldest. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. David might be. No, I think David's like a month older than Anthony. Big Steve, hello. I saw that tomorrow, I believe the surstroming is coming. I think it's tomorrow it's going to be here. Red Laser, I missed Red Laser. Hi, Red Laser. Oh, Wolfhart, David is older. That's right. David's older by a month. I thought that was right. I didn't think you were like a whole year younger. Yeah, any of those works, Whip World. Any of those work. David will be 31, yeah. And then Anthony will be 31 the end of January. And, yeah, and then we don't have any until March. Nathan's lurking while he's driving back to Home Depot. You start the new jobs, the new things. Which reminds me, I heard on the grapevine that Kenny, ABC, is working, or at least he was working last night. It could have been just like a temp position or something. But I think he mentioned in one of the streams that Kenny is back to work. Older but much shorter. That is true. Anthony and Aiden are both very big boys. Aiden. Ron. I love that skit by P and Kill. Ron. What was I saying? Oh, so Kenny, I think, is back to work. I haven't talked to him today, but I understand he mentioned working, I think it was last night. Someone started a little premature. Always. And I'd even scheduled this one, so there was no notifications. I did schedule it, but it wasn't in half an hour, so the YouTube notifications did not go out. But there's some at fishfam.link, I believe, right? If you are a Patreon, I think you get some notifications of stuff. But YouTube doesn't. If you schedule it less than a half an hour before the stream starts, it doesn't usually send out a notification. Once in a great while, it does. Once in a great while, but it's so weird. Matt, you know a hoe? Because I know how hoe it is. Tree cutting day for Nathan. Okay, so I was hoping we'd get some good snow. Like I said, it's right there, right around freezing, so it's sort of like grapple. It's little rocks. It's not hail. It's little soft rocks of snow. Eric Y Rock and Kalish, good morning. Hello. What's going on, you guys? Hello, everybody. We do have a couple of oh, you got the notification, but I think that's okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. I know people complain quite often about the notifications, and I noticed that if you schedule it before a half an hour, then it works fine. Usually, though, it doesn't send the notifications if it's like 15 minutes away, or you don't schedule it, obviously. We do have some Snarfer Barf today. Let's go back to the other camera. Let's go back over here. Doodle-doodle-loop. Doodle-doodle-loop. This is what I picked for today. Jackfruit chips. This is from Adam McReynolds. Ian, what's up, Ian? Very cool thing you got going on over there with the promotional thing between Joey DIY and Alex. It's sort of ironic that it came down to those two. It sounds like plastic. So we got that. Oh, and then in honor of J-Rock. J-Rock just came in. Hi, J-Rock. What's going on, buddy? We eating Legos today? That's what it sounds like, right? I've had jackfruit chips before, and they were incredibly hard to eat. Like rocks. So we'll see if it wasn't this brand, though. We'll see if these are different. And then to honor my friend Kirk Fishimon, Ping Pong, chocolate covered peanuts, and these are from Trinidad and Tobago. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just saw that these were from Trinidad and Tobago, just like our Trini Santa, Kirk the Fishimon, who we don't see a whole lot of these days. We did see him this past weekend on Jason's stream, though. It was good that he was back. Soak them in rum if they were too hard to chew. Poop. Poopy, poopy. Ooh. Got our poop out of the way right away. John McKenzie, hello. And hi, Coral. Kalish. I don't even think we have any rum left in the house, honestly. I don't know. There might be some rum up there. That's how bad. I mean, there used to always be rum. Like, if there was a rum in the house, I didn't feel right. Like, something was missing. Barbara Jackson Gordon's here. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, I don't know if there's rum in the house, so that's how little I drink these days. Okay, so that's what we got. We got Ping Pong, which, I mean, isn't anything crazy. It's just chocolate-covered peanuts, you know. It doesn't look like there's anything. Let's see. Hydrogenated palm kernel oil, skim milk powder, cocoa powder, confectioner's glaze. Yeah, nothing. So it doesn't sound like there's anything. Contains peanuts. Contains peanuts. Peanuts. Contains peanuts. The chocolate-covered peanuts do have peanuts in it, so don't be upset if you get a peanut in your chocolate-covered peanuts. Commissioner Rico. Big bottle of rum, Rico. Get wasted for snarl. Focus on the barb. I wouldn't, yeah, I know you're joking, but I wouldn't even do that. I have drank on stream a couple of times, and I know you're joking, but, you know, I've had a beer on a stream, and I've had a drink a couple of times, but it's not something I do often. Don't feel comfortable doing myself. I have no problem with anybody else who does it. It's just myself. I don't feel comfortable doing it because I already don't really have a good filter on what I say, right? If I think something, I sort of say it. So when I drink, I think that would become even worse. I mean, I don't know. It's never gotten me in trouble, you know, saying stuff when I'm drinking, but I can just imagine here it would, because I'm the only one talking, right? I'm the only one doing the talking. So I feel like it would get me in a lot of trouble. Good morning, Rick. How is that knee doing? It sounds like it didn't bother you at all. Like that was just a positive experience the whole way through, getting your knee scoped and everything. So that's cool. And congratulations. Dr. Awesome is off to the salt mines. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. You have a pretty good filter. Think of all the shit you don't say. Yeah. But then again, stuff I do say. I don't know. You're right, though. You're right, because there's a lot of stuff I want to say and I don't. But then if a thought occurs to me, I do just say it. Yeah, you're right. I guess I do have a good filter. Because there's so many times I just want to... And Whip knows, because I tell him. You know, one of my other friends instead. Cody V, what's in? Coming in spicy. What's up? Both of us would have died by now if we're as impulsive as we think we are. Nice. Rick says, I'm so much better. My knee problem seems to become a thing of the past with each day. That is awesome. That is awesome. I know Dennis, Bigfoot, had his hip replaced not that long ago. I know that that's in my future. But I don't know, maybe a knee as well, because I do have knee problems on that same side though. So it could be the hip itself that's causing the problems with the knee. So they're starting with the hip. We'll go from there. Matt says, my wife is so embarrassed by my comments. I always tell her, you're lucky I don't say everything that goes through my head. Maybe that's what I'm sort of... I do say a lot of stuff. Usually it's not bad stuff about other people or anything, right? It's usually me. Usually I say, you know, I start talking about my emotions and feelings and stuff that nobody wants to hear. I don't have my scissors. I never did find where they went. I bet you somebody came in and took them for some crafty thing. There's a bunch of crafty bitches up in this place. That's right. I call them bitches. Because they were right here. Oh, I have a new shirt. Look at this fancy. It's so soft. Like, my nipples are just... It is very soft. It's just an incredibly soft sweater thing that Michelle got me yesterday or Sunday or whenever. She was out doing stuff and she picked me up a shirt because she thought it would look nice on me. So, and it feels very nice. It feels very nice. Feels very nice. Let's see. We got J-Rock coming in. Lori is dropping the links. Thank you very much. Kalish said, "Does anyone has sent me a friend request on Facebook? I'm sorry, I just saw them. I swear, I really do want to be friends." Yeah, same here. Same here. Right? What Kalish said. I rarely go to Facebook at all. Only when somebody tells me there's something over there that I need to, hey, I sent you a message on Facebook, something like that. All right, this is very difficult to open. Ugh. That. Ugh. Oh my God. That smells horrible. Looks like an ear. I think I want to eat somebody's ear. Look at, we're having dried ears today. Van Gogh snacks. Snacks Van Gogh. For the person on the go. These smell disgusting. Different than the other chips that I've got, definitely. But they are very... that wasn't too bad. A little like dried mango. Yeah. Flavor's not bad at all. And it's not near as... Hi, Annette. Mangoes are supposed to... mangoes smell great. So these are jackfruit chips. These are from Adam McReynolds. Jackfruit chips. There's the brand. Does it have a website? I don't see a website. They're imported by GCOF Company, Chicago, Illinois. They are from Vietnam. Oh, there it is. The website for the jackfruit chips is Dong, D-O-N-G, T-A-M, food.com. dongtamfood.com. So go to the Dog Tam Food, www.dongtamfood.com. So we're having dong chips today. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. They're not bad. The smell was the smell put me off. It's almost plasticky. It's almost like plastic. But the flavor is pretty good. Now this one, there's like two of them stuck together here. They look weird. At least it doesn't look like the chocolate starfish from the other day that I really enjoyed. Oh. Those are not bad. Again, the smell put me off, but the flavor is actually pretty good. Once you get one out of the bag and it sort of, the smell dissipates a little bit. Thank you, Lori. So this brand is way better than the ones that we had. The ones that we bought before, they were just super, super hard. And these really aren't. They're like a softer chip. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, Whip said it's just that YouTube eats up all my time now, so he doesn't get over there to Facebook as much. I don't like Facebook, honestly, for reasons. I mean, I've had a Facebook account since you had to be in college. You had to be a member of a college to have an account, and then they open it up. So right that time, and yeah, I'm not a fan of the platform. Instagram, which they own as well. I mean, I like a little bit more, but really don't even do much on Instagram. Like, people will send me messages over there, and I don't even notice for months and months. I don't do anything on any of the social media. If you want to get a hold of me, it's YouTube, really, or email. That's why I like email so much. I don't have to go anywhere to get the message, and I can do stuff with the message. Like, if you send me a text, there's not a lot I can do with it. I mean, I can take a screenshot of it and stuff, but that's with an email. I can label it. There's just a bunch I can do with it. I can keep it. It becomes a knowledge base. Text, direct messages, none of that stuff is the same. It just doesn't do the same. Tomatillo. Coro says, I deleted Facebook in 2015 and haven't looked back since. Well, except for Marketplace. Sort of killed Craigslist deals and free stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Ed loves email. He keeps them forever without ever looking at them. Yes. Ed and I are very opposite when it comes to email. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. Ed does not like to do email. 11. She's just outside the door on the pillow, on the bed, just yipping. All right. Yeah, these just look like chocolate-covered peanuts. They aren't shiny. They've got a dusting of that, what is that stuff called? Confectioner's glaze. Confectioner's glaze. You see the white powder. Now we're getting into the white powders. Yep. All right, hold on. I gotta go see what the hell they're barking at. I bet it's nothing. Don't you give me though? Don't you give? I need some hold music. What are we doing? Say hi. Hold on. You gotta let me sit down first. Dumbass. Are you a dumbass? Look at you. You're such a dumbass. Oh, who's a good dumbass? Oh, okay. Yep. No. Well, he was sort of freaking out a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but he was super excited when I walked out there. I don't know what. I don't know. You know, there's nobody outside. Nothing. Hey. Mister. Is that what we do? All right. All right. You got stuff on your eyes. You got eye boogers. We get them? Did we get them? Oh, no, right, got it. There we go. We got him. Good boy. Good boy. You want to say hi to everybody? Look. No, you can't have that. Our dog wags the tail of my insults too. Yeah, it's all about the voice, right? It's all about the voice. Although they say that, you know, a lot of dogs have like 100-word vocabulary and stuff. You know, everybody, just like with your kids, why are you pushing me back? Like with your kids, you think they're the smartest ever. Pet parents are the same way, right? But he is pretty damn smart. Like little things, like using two toys all the time to play. Like he has like a rope type thing. It's not a rope, but it's just long fabric, like a belt with squeaky things in it that we bought him when he was the first week we had him. We bought it, and he still has it. He uses it all the time, and that thing is that was the one toy that was really, really worth the money, because everything else he just destroys. But he'll have that belt in his mouth, and then he's got a big tennis ball. You know, it's oversized tennis ball, and he hits the ball with the belt. He uses it like a bat and runs around hitting that, you know. He's just, every time he plays with the toys, he's always playing with two toys at the same time. And I think that's a sign of intelligence. I do. To use, you know, because he's using it like a tool. All right, back to these peanuts. The neighbor with the loud truck. Here. There, you can see him. For some reason, that truck sets them off. I just think the dogs are a good judge of character. That's all. That truck and the FedEx truck always set Wally off. Nothing else. It's just those two for some reason. All right, these peanuts are pretty good. I'm not sure how they cook the peanuts, but the peanuts themselves are just really good. They're like freshly roasted. So they're roasted peanuts, and they're nice and soft, but not like stale soft. They're pretty good though. It's a nice snack. It is a little bit different than your normal chocolate covered peanuts. I don't know why. Well, that's our snarf or barf for today. Thanks for joining. I think that the jackfruit chips, I think I would not go out of my way to buy these, but if they were laid out somewhere, you know what? I bet you there's a good dip. I bet you there's a good dip that these would go good with. I don't know what though. You know what? Hold on. Hold on, Wally. I'm going to look and make sure that jackfruit is okay for dogs. You know, because some things you don't want to give your dogs very much of, like, let's see, I don't know any of these. Masterclass.com, that one I do know. Stop. Okay. Moderation. So 1 chip. Raw jackfruit seeds contain compounds, so that won't be a problem. Okay, so 1 chip. 1 chip should be fine. Adam McReynolds, hi Adam. We just tried your jackfruit chips, and they are a snarf. Again, nothing that I would go out of my way to buy myself. But I feel we got I think a good dip. Like what though? Like a sweet chili type dip would be really good with these. The smell is horrible. The smell was horrible. It still is. It smells like plastic. But when you get it out of the package, the smell dissipates pretty quick. And it does smell like jackfruit. Let's see if Wally likes it. Wally! Wallo! Wall. It's one of those days with them. Wally, you want some? I could hear him come running. That's how you got to say to any of the dogs. You want some? And they come running. You want this? Want this? You gotta say hi to people up here. Look up there. See all the peoples? See all them out there? You gotta say hi. Say, arr, 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 arr. You want this? I mean, he's a dog. He licks his own ass. They're not too discerning, but he chowed it down. He chowed it down. I don't normally do that. I don't like to give, if I give Wally like leftovers or anything like that, or snacks, I usually go put it in his food bowl. I don't like to feed him directly like that. I never really do that, but in this instance I did. I always go make sure that, I drop the stuff in his food bowl so he knows that that's where it's at, and he doesn't go begging. And he does a pretty good job of not begging. I mean, sometimes he does. Sometimes when people are eating, he'll come up and sit by them and just stare, Aussies are consistently in the top 2 or 3 most intelligent dogs. Yeah, like border collies, right? Like, and again, I don't know if he is full Aussie. You brought that up, Whip. So did Lady R. That he doesn't really have a lot of some of the characteristics of Australian Shepherds. Now, his parents are Australian Shepherds. We saw them. His mom is a miniature, and his dad was full size, so that might have something to do with it. And I don't care. You guys know, I don't. If I had bought him, I might be a little upset that he wasn't what he was claimed to be, but that's because I spent money, maybe. But I would never spend money on a special breed just because it's that breed, right? I just like dogs. Mutts are fine. Mutts are great. So if he's not an Australian Shepherd, that's okay. He's definitely got those traits, and the older he gets, the bigger his ruff is getting right here. It's really starting to spread more. So he is starting to look more like an Australian Shepherd the older he gets. Even his body type, though, he doesn't look like even the short hair Australian Shepherds. His body type's a little bit different. Let's see. Rick says we have that same weather here. Got some flash flood warnings and nothing like that here. Yeah, it's again, it is snowing very. Hey, no more. Okay, you're getting crazy now. Wally, no more. All right, I'm gonna take him out real quick. I'll be right back. Not take him out, just take him out of the room because I gave him food, he's just not gonna leave me alone. We're not having any more. Go ahead. Ugh. I'm sorry. I will see you in a little bit, okay? Be good. Oh. That broke my heart. He gave me such a sad look, sending him outside. Such a sad look, like I was, he was so depressed that I put him out the door. Poor guy. He just likes to be by me all the time, you know. That's what dogs do, right? He's my doggy. They do not like the person that drives it, Kalish. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like I said, they good judge of character. Puppy update. She actually stood up and walked around yesterday. That's the one with Parvo. Wagged her tail when we pet her, and even walked aside a little bit. We've done 2 rounds of IV fluid. Okay. So hopefully she really looks like she's on the upswing of it. Nice. Yeah, I hope she gets through it. We've luckily never had anything like that. We've never... Tucker had a tumor on his side that they told us was fine. It was benign, and it just looked really gross. And somehow when we were at the Keystone Clash the first year, he either got it caught on something or it burst or something that was like going to get infected, and it happened while we were gone. So as soon as we got home, we took him in. That was it, though. And then, you know, all the other dogs, we've been so lucky. It's all been old age. You know, we've been very lucky with the dogs not getting, you know, cancers. Or when I was a kid, that's a different story. But that, I mean, as an adult. But hope she continues to get better, Tomatillo. And Rick says we're up pretty high elevation, so no worry. But when I go to work on the other side of town, I have to go to the Spokane River, which is fed by the rock. Yeah. Sort of the same here. Like, we're at the top of the hill. So sometimes certain parts of the year, the lake, the back part of it, the bay, will get high enough to get out on the road, and that's the only road in and out. There's no other way to get into the neighborhood. You know, that's the only road. So it will, once in a great while, take it out. Once in a while. All right, I'm down to where Adam came in. How far behind am I? I'm only like 7 minutes. Okay, so not too far. And Adam loves those jackfruit chips. Wow. Yeah, they were good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. Again, it's just nothing that I would go by myself. But I do feel like it needs to find the right dip. I'm a dip guy. I love chips and dips. And I feel like some kind of sweet chili sauce would be really good with these. That annoyed the hell out of Michelle yesterday. She came in the stream, and it was when I was eating whatever it was I was eating yesterday that was so crunchy, chips or something. And she said the sound was just driving her crazy. She was behind in the stream 10 minutes too, so she was just listening, and she said she hated it. She just absolutely hated it. Steven says, sometimes I feel bad my dog's beg and I give them nothing. Then I watch JoJo rest her nose on her own asshole and fart. I'm not sure if she has thoughts or feelings. Yeah. You're, you know, and a lot of times I do know that dogs definitely have, you know, feelings, right? I definitely know that. And I know you're joking, sort of. But I think that we do attribute some of our own, you know, I think we do project onto our animals. Got to stop chewing nails. Crunch is so loud they're making something jingle inside the mic. Okay, good to know. That's why I'm gonna keep munching on those throughout the stream every once in a while, just to get some of that ASMR stuff going. Oh, look at this. Oh man, I was just about to play with my mustache. You can't really do it here. Can't see it. You can't see it. Now I gotta wait. Poop on a stick. I was gonna do this because the mustache, again, I just woke up like 20 minutes before the stream. Oh, it was doing like a D'Artagnan type thing where it was, you know, All right. A big fan of Home Depot, but they let me down today. May have to stop by Lowe's. Can't believe it. Do you really feel a difference? There's a difference between Lowe's and Home Depot? And Kelly Foreman! Hi, Kelly. Kelly Foreman! It's weird how sometimes, you're saying hi to somebody and it's just so... So you really see a big difference, Nathan, between Home Depot and Lowe's? Because I haven't. I mean, I go to Lowe's price sometimes on certain things. Yeah. And sometimes I find the better at Lowe's, sometimes Home Depot. But I'm curious because maybe in different areas it's not like that, right? Because we've all talked about shipping, how some people hate FedEx and some people love UPS and some people hate the Postal Service and all that kind of stuff. I like that I inspire circus music. Yes. If I could juggle my balls right now, I would be. Oh, that's weird. My the Google Assistant just popped up on my phone, and that's all it heard me saying. If I could juggle my balls, I would, and then it just went away. So Google's gonna start showing me stuff about juggling balls a lot. Watch. In my area, Home Depot is for regular folk and Lowe's is for the rich folk. I didn't know. Home Depot friendly, Lowe's snobs. Huh. That's weird. That is weird that it's that different. Yeah, that is weird. We go to both of them interchangeably, like it's the same place to me, pretty much, right? I've never really noticed one difference between Lowe's and Home Depot. There you go. Killer Kitty works at Lowe's and therefore clearly superior, Carl. Very good. Yes, I concur with that. Anywhere Holly works is going to be superior to its competitors. For sure. Yeah. She's so awesome. Killer Kitty. If you haven't watched that Focus On, you really should. That's one of the best ones. There's a ton of good ones, right? They're all good. They're all good. When I say that, some people just aren't as forthcoming. That's just, just not in their personality. And that's okay. We still got to learn about them, right? But then other people are just super open and run with stuff, and they're just a joy to be around. Some people are just miserable assholes. Like me, and other people are like Killer Kitty, Sorry. That's interesting, though. I wonder if it. So if the prices are that different in your area, and what was the other one? There was another one that we had that Wegmans owned up here. I can't remember what it was called. No, that wasn't it, because that's still around. We had another one in this area, too, that competed with Home Depot and Lowe's, and it was owned by Wegmans, the grocery store chain that I know isn't... They're spreading great, very fast, but they started here. They started like in Rochester, New York, an hour west of me. And now they're all over the Northeast and growing pretty quickly. But I can't remember the name of the place. They used to own another one that competed with Home Depot and Lowe's. Same size stores, same type of everything. Just another one. I always go to Lowe's. I can't tell a difference. I prefer to walk to the hardware store 2 blocks away, though. Yeah. I mean, if we had a hardware store, like my buddy Roger lived in another little town not too far from us, and he lived right in town, right by the one stoplight there in town, and the hardware store was right there. And even though the prices were higher there, he would always go there to support them because he could afford it too. He could afford to pay a little extra on some things, but he always did that to support those small businesses, to keep it there. I will say I like how clean Lowe's is always. I've been kicked out of a Lowe's a couple times. I've almost been kicked out. I was like, what the hell are you doing in Lowe's? Jenna P said, I just shared a picture of JoJo during a gross sniffing thing, and let's go look at it. We'll share it since you put it there. Oh, and I did read Mike All Things Fish lost Peter was his name, right? Um, Pete. They're one of their greyhounds. Lady Rorschach had to put a dog down last week. It's JoJo at peak performance is the title of this, and it's exactly what Stephen described earlier. That's funny. Okay, I wish I had text to chat on YouTube. I had so many comments about Rico preferring hard dong chips while I was driving. Yes. Well, if you're gonna eat dong chips, they need to be at least firm, right? You don't want like a moist dong chip, you know. Got to enter through the garden entrance or the lumber area. That's where the contractors come on. They just want it entering through the main entrance. I can't keep it shut. Lowe's is not as common. Way more Home Depots. Here they're probably about the same. They're about the same. Like we go down to Auburn, New York, to do shopping quite often. It's like 45 minutes away. And there's a Home Depot and a Lowe's there, and a PetSmart or Petco. I don't remember which one. I always forget. And you know the usual stuff. You know, Applebee's and Chili's and all those types of places. Menards. Yeah, there's no Menards around here. The best of my opinion. Yeah, no, we do not have any Menards. I don't know if there's any Menards in New York State. Let's look that up and see. I don't believe there is, but if there is, there's not any near us. Oh, I guess there is. It looks like there may be. No, those are different Menards. Menards. Menard garage doors, Menard USA excavation work. So it doesn't look like there's a Menards, Menands, Menands, New York. It's a village. Doesn't look like there's any up here though. So what's up, Poopland? Midwest thing mostly. Gotcha. I've heard of it. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. And people, a lot of times they'll say, well, just go to Menards. And I'm like, what the fuck is a Menards? You know, like people think that just because there's something in there, this area and high Wi-Fi, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, they think, oh, well, this is normal in my area, so it must be normal in every area. And they're like, oh, just go there and do it. And they're like, yeah, that's not a thing here. We don't have that. What? Yeah, you do. You just don't know where it's at. Okay. Don't get so angry just because we don't have your store. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Why are you yelling at me? I get aggravated. The Home Depot closes down entire aisles in the middle of the day. Do they? Is it restocking or something? They just decide on an aisle and restock it? And high Wi-Fi. I think I said high, right? Greg's Planet Tanks. What's up, Greg? 19-year-old son has worked at Lowe's for 2 years, been promoted a couple times already. They're paying for his education, so I'm a little partial to them. Nice. And Killer Kitty said she enjoys working there. I mean, she went and got a degree, and she really didn't do anything with it because they paid her well enough to make it difficult to leave. And it just keeps going, right? She just keeps climbing the ladder. So biggest thing for me, it seems Home Depot employees actually know what they're talking about over Lowe's. Gotcha. And I got to imagine that that's sort of like a PetSmart or Petco type thing where some of them have really good managers of different departments, you know, like the aquatic area, and know more about it than another one in the next town over or something like that. I got to imagine that's how it is, but I could be wrong. I was at Lowe's once, and an employee was telling like an 80-year-old, it's no problem for her to climb up a ladder and change a light fixture. I don't think that's safe. Grocery store on the way home has one bolted-in bike rack, and they lock the door on that side at 10 p.m. So when we get off work at 10:30, first world problems I know about. Handy Andy. Not sure if I know Handy Andy either. Wi-Fi. That might just be, yeah, more regional. Doesn't sound familiar. I mean, we do have the True Value and the Ace. In fact, we have, I don't know, we have one of them, True Value or Ace, right here in the little town not too far from us. And we hardly ever go there because the prices are crazy compared to Home Depot. Not just a little bit more expensive, like crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. Like a lot of the stuff is twice what it would cost you at Home Depot. Just, you know, for like fixtures and stuff, just simple things. I mean, we do go there once in a while if it's just for something quick. The other day I needed some caulking. So Michelle went and got some, you know, a big tube of caulk. She went and got a big caulk and a big white caulking, and we caulked the hell out of things. They have to close the out to get stuff on the top racks with the lift. Yeah, because people don't pay attention and will walk right behind the forklift. Home Depot and Lowe's are basically all the same thing, but each runs its own sale, so you got to watch you're not overpaying. Yeah, that makes sense. Operate the lift thing, but it's just weird timing doing that stuff at peak hours. Gotcha. Big Steve says Home Depot is for lumber and building supplies. Lowe's is for window blinds. Oh, okay. I can see Geek Boy flipping us off. Is that the first time today? Did it let it go? Because some, oh my nards. Same here for Ace. You pay at least $2 more per item. I only get an Ace for fish and fish stuffs. That's right. That's right. In your area, there's fish at the Ace. Well, so we have something called the, which one is it? It's not the Tractor Supply Company. That's everywhere. That's sort of like a Home Depot as well, right? It's more farm stuff, and they've got coats and dogs treats and all kinds of stuff. No, it was, oh my God. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Oh. I totally drew a blank. I can't even think of the name of this store. Caulking. Yeah. What is the name of the damn store? I have to look here. I know where one is. So in love with you. Don't you give me no, don't you give me no. All right, where is it? There's McDonald's. There's the Spencer Speedway. There's Dunkin' Donuts. There's Z-Bart. Country Max. There we go. Damn it. Why could I not remember that? Country Max. Country Max is more like a feed store, but they have fish in there. They have you know, all kinds of supplies for different animals. They sell. That's me standing up. Look, there's my armpit. My armpit. Armpit. Want to see something else? Yeah, Country Max. That's where I bought my blue lobster, the crayfish at, is at Country Max. They screenshot record. Country Max. It's mostly feed, right? That's what people go there for. But they do have fish. They do have gerbils. They've got a ton of house plants, and they're very hit or miss too. Like the one that's west of us, Cassie Dowd used to be the manager of the livestock area, and she did a really good job. She was, I can't remember what her name was on YouTube. She did some stuff on YouTube. She's since quit and gone to another place, but she was the manager of that, and their fish were great. I bought a lot of fish from them. I think I got my Congo tetras from there. I definitely got my Colombian red blues from there. I got my peppermint tetras, candy cane, whatever you want to call them. I know I've gotten other stuff from them too, and never been disappointed. And she used to, she would even bring in stuff for me. You know, I would ask her if they could get a hold of certain things. She would look on the list and say, yep, and I'll get those for you. And she'd bring them in, keep them for a week or two, you know, to quarantine, make sure they were good. And then, because, you know, they're importing them, right? Or getting them from another big company. So she'd make sure that they were good. And then she always gave me a good deal on them. So I used to go there all the time to that Country Max to get stuff. And they do have decent prices on frozen fish food and stuff. But now that she's gone from there, I never go there anymore. The other one that's south of us, the store is totally different. Like hers was super clean. The tanks all looked clean. They looked great. You go to that one, a lot of times there's dead fish in the water. There's just, the tanks themselves just look dirty. The room looks dirty. I mean, just, it's a whole different feel. And I did buy Zoidberg from them. And, you know, I kept him for 2 years. It was my fault that he passed. I was not giving him something that he needed, not theirs. I mean, 2 years, that was all on me. All right, JT came in. What's up? JT keeping fish. Who else? I thought I saw another one. Independent LFS is just inside the Ace, but he uses a reward, so it's nice. So that's pretty cool. I prefer Tractor Supply over Rural King. We don't have Rural King here either. Yeah. TSC is way better. I mean, dangerous. Someone screenshot this. I'll say one more nice thing about Lowe's. They actually have the material I need that Home Depot did not. So you get half a point added to their score. Gotcha. Whip says we have a mom and pop shop in Rockford called Nicholson's, and our prices are skyrocket high, but they have better quality stuff too. $30 for a shovel that I saw for $6 in Home Depot. But when I showed it to a landscaper friend of mine, he showed me why it was so much more money. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Yeah. You know, a lot of those places do bring in, you know, better equipment and stuff, but not always. Sometimes it's the same exact thing, right? Same exact thing. There's no difference between what they have and what you can get at the other stores. And it's unfortunate because I want to support, I hate corporations. I do. I hate corporations. I've said it before. I think corporations are a drain and a bane of our society. They're just, they don't really generate any positive for regular people. Rich people, sure. You get your shares of Home Depot and the shareholders are making out great while they're gouging people on prices and blaming inflation. But it's not business. It's not that I dislike business. I dislike corporations. Businesses are the lifeblood. That's, you know, things like the mom and pop one, Nicholson, stuff like that. I want to support those small businesses instead of these corporations, instead of Amazon and all that. It's so hard to when you have a very, very limited budget. It's very difficult to do that kind of stuff. You have to be well off. And I'm not talking about just going buying stuff that we want, but just needs. You know, the needs that you have to have just to get through. I'd much rather buy them from a small company, even like a farmer's market for food, stuff like that. But it's difficult. Farm and Fleet out by me. Fleet and Farm out by Pep. It's the same, but it's just they changed the name around. Are they connected? Love Fleet Farm. Yeah, that's one I've never heard of either. Jeremy, thanks for that email the other day, sir. It jumped on me, so I gotta scroll down. I hope I said hi to everybody so far. Very nice. Very nice, Coro. Should I vacation in Arizona in January? Never been to a desert. Any ideas? January. January's not bad. It's going to be dreary. It's not going to be cold for you. I mean, you might still need a jacket some days. I mean, it does freeze. I think on average twice a year was what around Arizona, around Phoenix, because you got the north part of Arizona, right, which is totally different. You just go up into the mountains a little bit and it's totally different. You're going to get a lot of snow. I mean, Flagstaff in January is snowier than you guys there in Indiana. So if you're thinking about going south, you know, Phoenix and south, basically, that's sort of the cutoff. I mean, it's north of Phoenix, but Like Mount Lemmon area, that's snow too, but that's Tucson. That's way far south. If you want to enjoy the desert, it's gonna be overcast and dreary and just, I don't know. I don't know that I would go. Now, Wi-Fi also lived there. Jorge lives in Arizona. I mean, what do you guys think for January in Arizona? My favorite month in Arizona was always March because the temperatures were decent. You didn't usually get up into the hundreds by March. It's usually in April. That's when all the snowbirds go home as soon as you have your first 100-degree day. And again, 100 degrees out there is different than 100 degrees, with humidity. It is. But it'll be in the 80s and feel just amazing because there's no humidity. It's beautiful out. You can enjoy, shorts and t-shirts and just, it's perfect. It's not too hot. And it's also good, you go up north. Like my favorite area in Arizona is Oak Creek Canyon, and specifically the West Fork of the Oak Creek Canyon, which is north of Sedona. My favorite place, one of my favorite places in the entire world. I absolutely love that hike. It's just an amazing, amazing place. But Wi-Fi, like you said you lived there for a long time. The bare dirt is beautiful that time of year. There's really no bare dirt in Arizona. There's some sand dunes, especially more towards the west, towards Yuma and stuff, but most of it isn't like that. Most of it is saguaro desert. A lot of scrub brush and stuff. There's a lot of life in that desert. There really is. A ton of it. Ton of it. Tortoises too. Will I be sad there is no green? I mean, it's green. It's green. It's just a different color of green. It's more yellowish. Coral lived there too, didn't you, Coral? Playing with fuzzy spiders and cuddly scorpions. That is true. Hi, Fish Dreams. Hello. How far behind am I? Okay, not too far. I hate how hard they try to convince you that a cheaper or worse version of brand name item is the same quality as what gave it the reputation. Yeah. There's a lot of products. There's been some companies that said no to like the Walmarts. I'm using as an example. Said no, we don't want to put our product in your stores because you want us to cut the margins and make the item cheaper, which means we would have to cut corners. I don't remember. There was a lawnmower company. Was it Toro? I don't remember who it was, but they denied selling them. You probably can get Toro at home or at Walmart. There was a lawnmower brand who said, no, we're not going to join in with you because we don't want to sell a lesser product. We want to continue to sell the same product that we have and even improve it with time. It was one of the smaller ones, I think. I honestly don't remember. Don't forget the centipedes. Whip says we have Tractor Supply and Rural King too. Chicagoland has whatever you want. So many of them that they have to compete. Yeah, Arizona was like that. Brother, to split the company and use the two names now. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Jorge says, I love Arizona in the winter. I need sun. We have the whitest beaches anywhere, whiter than our Antarctica. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Whip said the same thing as Peplin. Yeah, it's almost like Aldi and Trader Joe, right? A different tone of green. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Oh, my dad was born in Arizona, but I've never been there. That's weird. There was somebody else. So, I lived a long time in Arizona and never left the state I shouldn't say that. I never left the Southwest. I go to California or Nevada, Utah, but I never, Hatch, New Mexico for the chilies. Hatch chilies, so good. I can smell them. Never went back east though or anything, or north really far, right? So I forgot what green was because our color of green was way different. It was a yellow tint to the green, right? It wasn't green. It was like green. And then we got off the plane, and where were we at? I think we were in Detroit. We were someplace. We were in a city, but there was a lot of lawn, and it was like, green in your face. You know, it was just green. It was a totally different type of green. I was like, wow, that is green. You know, it's weird how it doesn't, if you drive, it's not the same effect, right? Because it's not instant. When you drive, it's gradually changing on you, and you don't see it. But when you get off a plane and you've lived your whole life, or lived a very long portion of your life in a place like Arizona, where there isn't really that same brightness of green, and then you go to some place like Detroit, even though it's a big city, the green is still so vibrant. Love those Hatch chilies. Oh yeah, they are so good. I need a week of blasting my retinas with UV light. Yeah. Arizona, depending where you go, not even really depending. Old high school buddy moved down there. He's close enough he can enjoy both easy enough. I mean, there's mountains pretty much all over Arizona. I mean, within sight in most places in Arizona, there's mountain ranges. I mean, there's a ton of mountains. Maybe not so much the western part where Jorge lives. I honestly hadn't been around Yuma that much. So that side of the state could be different, right? I mean, we'd go to California, but we didn't go Quartzsite, which is on the border. We would go that way once in a while, but not too often. Not too often. Most of the time, our trips were north, but we did go down south, Mount Lemmon area, around Tucson once in a while. I really do like the northern part the best. There are beaches in Arizona. That's true. Yeah, that's there are some beaches, especially there. Now there's a lake in Tempe that wasn't. It was they put it in right when we were getting ready to leave the state. They put in the dam on the Salt River and created the Tempe Town Lake. And it's not really a lake to me, you know, it's a little sliver of water, but for there it is. More yellowish, you know, the kind of green you get when you're seasick or really disgusted by something, you know, cheery. I need a week of blasting my retinas with UV light. Yeah, I don't think Arizona's going to be right for what you want, you know, for this time of year. Like I said, if you want to go in March, yeah. Anytime after March, yeah. I think January is probably the worst month to visit Arizona. Probably. But again, Jorge, what do you our hills are mountains. What do you think, Jorge? Wi-Fi, what do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I love green. I do too. I really do. Obviously. Obviously, right? I don't know. I didn't see much green or greenish yellow at the Grand Canyon, just a bunch of shades of red. Yeah, I mean, you've got your shrub bushes and stuff that are, you know, but you're right. Not much green there. Not much green there. How much of Arizona that looks like bare dirt from the freeway is actually surface level cacti? Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's hardly any bare dirt anywhere in Arizona. I mean, again, there are some areas where it is sand. You know, there is sand dunes. There's parts, but it's a very small part. There's very little bare dirt. There's a lot of life in that desert. There really is. A lot of life. Nobody having a good time with summer tubbing over there. Well, again, you go north and you'd be fine with it. Because, you know, the temperatures in like Flagstaff are very mild compared to a lot of other places. Lake Havasu, no. Lake Havasu will hit 120 degrees, right? But Lake Havasu is oftentimes one of the hottest places in the United States. So, yeah, you're not doing it there, but there's places. Bare naked ladies. I love the bare naked ladies. Accidental hickey. Oh, hike. It's a pretty big state. It is. Arizona is deceptively large. You know, because you hear about Florida and Texas and California. Because there's really not a lot of people compared to the size of the state. Wi-Fi says, I appreciate the winter more than summer. Yeah. Framed houses around Y2K. When in Tucson as a kid in the 80s, lived all over Phoenix area. I didn't do any framing, but I did construction work, mostly trim work, indoor. I mean, it was indoor, but the houses weren't finished, right? We were putting in the trim. Mostly. I did some stucco work and stuff too. Um, and I agree that I appreciated the winter more because it was a break from the heat, right? And it was different. It was different. But for people traveling to Arizona, especially for the sun, January is just not the time to do it. Um, yeah, like to visit the Crystal River. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Louisiana is associated with swamps and Cajuns and Mardi Gras, but that's really just about 20%. Yeah, yeah, and you know, I think it's that way with a lot of states, right? New York, everybody thinks it's New York City is just one big city that covers the state. You know, um, isn't there a thing about the barometric pressure that gives some people migraine headaches? Barometric pressure can cause, you know, but I swear I've seen studies that say that it doesn't, because it does cause me issues sometimes. If it's a drastic change, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be high pressure. It can be low pressure. It can just be that a drastic change in pressure will cause me issues. But I swear I've seen studies that say that that's just not true. But so many people say it is. So I'm on the fence there. Maybe I'm wrong about those studies. Maybe I didn't read them correctly. Maybe I didn't read all the way through them. You know, Phoenix area a few times. I do and visited Taliesin West while there. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, damn it. Why am I having such a hard time here? It looks familiar, but I don't know what that is. The name sounds familiar. Oh, Frank Lloyd Wright. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What else did he design? He designed. I saw Olivia Newton-John at the ASU Civic Center. I don't know what it was called, the ASU thing, but Frank Lloyd Wright designed that. I saw Olivia Newton-John there. I get weather headaches. I see so many people say that they do, that I feel like those studies were either I misread them, or because just so many people I know, especially like people with RA, say that that affects them. And how many times have you heard like a grandpa say, "Storms are coming, my knees throbbing," you know, something like that. Some people are more sensitive to weather, yeah. And hi, Sandy. He designed a couple of buildings here and there. Yeah, there's one here in New York State. I think it's in New York State that I think is my favorite house ever. And I think Lloyd. Um, I think it's in the Adirondacks. I could be wrong, so I want to look it up first. Um, okay, New York. So many places. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 houses. This might be it. This cottage in 1951. I want you to see this place because now, this might not be right. It might not even have been Frank Lloyd Wright who designed the home. It might not have been. There's a house that's built. I believe it's in the Adirondacks, and it's built with a waterfall as part of the house. It was built right on the edge of an actual waterfall, and they incorporated it. Is there some bad to that? Yeah, because the environment in destroying that area. But man, it's just a beautiful place, and to be able to live there, oh, that running water sound all the time. That's right a part of your house. And you know what? I'm not seeing it. I don't want to dig in, and I could be wrong. It might not have been Frank Lloyd Wright at all. Falling water in Pennsylvania. I don't. There's one in the. I know it's in New York State, but let's go look at that one too, because it's I'm wrong quite often. Wouldn't be the first time that it's in western Pennsylvania. Let's take a look and see if that is... You know what? That could be it. I don't know. That could be it. I mean, that very much looks like it. But I swear that there's one a lot like that that's in New York State in the Adirondacks. But that does look a lot like what I'm thinking. So that maybe that is what I was thinking of. Waterfall House, Adirondacks. You know you live in New York if you can spell Adirondacks correctly. Well, that didn't bring up anything. All I got is a bunch of cool waterfalls in the Adirondacks, which I'll probably look at later because I do like waterfalls. I do go chasing waterfalls because I don't want to stay in the lakes and the rivers that I'm used to. You know? Let's see. Let's scroll back up. Beautiful tones of dirt brown, pale greens, and red rocks. Buddy's mom tried to move to Arizona, but had to come back north before it killed her. Was it the heat or what? What was it about it that, I mean, you get acclimated to everything. I went from Chicago to Arizona. My parents did it with no problem, and my parents both had major health issues. Was it something else besides the weather, though, besides the heat? A few years back, Vermont was offering big tax deductions if you had a remote job, moved to the state. And if it's not taxed, you're more likely to spend it. So, and then Sandy came in. I've been to the Frank Lloyd Wright gas station in Minnesota. There are so many. He designed so many. I suffer from weather change when the cold. If I remember, I'll pull out some of my books when I get home and see if I can find any others like that. Thanks. And that could be it. That could be it. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I drew a blank. I just said I drew a chain of thought. That very much could be the house that I was thinking of, Geek Boy, because it's very close to that. It was so cool to have I do remember there was if I didn't go look at that house that you told me about, the falling water there, but there was a part where the water was inside the house, right? Like it came into the house on the one side, and you could sit there indoors, and the water just came through a channel, and the waterfall was within the house as well, if that's what it is. So what you're saying is humans are quirky. I don't think anyone acclimates to heat like that. Yeah, they do. It's not that. I definitely did. Yeah, you can acclimate. Steven says, I'll let you know when I'm acclimated to Louisiana heat. 38 days, any day now. I definitely acclimated to Arizona, coming from Chicago. The creek is in the living room. So that's it then. That's got to be it. I can't imagine there's two of those. That's got to be what I was thinking of. I mean, I went from, living in Arizona or living in Chicago to moving to Arizona when I was young. I was 13 or so, 12. And I loved the heat. I mean, I did construction work. As an adult, after I was no longer doing construction work, worked for a grocery chain, and I would, my days off, my favorite thing to do was get a huge mug of beer, one that's this size, my book, and an ice chest, and go sit out in the lawn, in the middle of summer, read my book, drink my beer, soak up the rays. That was my absolute favorite thing to do. I did it so much. Now you look at me, you can't tell, but that was my very favorite thing to do. And it would get pretty hot. Yeah, I mean, the blacktop would melt a little bit. If you got a stick, you could draw your name in the blacktop sometimes. Depends on what, like the older type blacktop was softer. You could move the blacktop around with a stick. B Whizzle, what's up, Brandon? How are you doing today, sir? Go to Iraq. Those people deal with heat we can't even imagine. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or conversely, you go to like in the Antarctic and native people that live there. Asphalt. It's always the asphalt. Always. They'll be outside on a day with just a t-shirt where everybody else is bundled up, and there's a, it's to them, it's like a summer day, but it's just snow as far as you can see and ice. And they're out there with a t-shirt and the wind's whipping. And the people that come up to visit them are, still in their parkas and, All right, Nathan, thanks for hanging out with us. And yeah, I do okay with heat. I do okay with cold too. It's the 6 months of sunless misery. Yeah, I get you. Oh no, I was very tan. Yeah. I tan very deeply. Yeah. I mean, even I still had it when we moved to. Hold on, I'll show you a picture. Oh yeah. Before I just Michelle sent me a message. Last night I was watching a TikTok that made me laugh, and I shared it with Michelle. And I will show you that TikTok. Yeah, okay. All right. So you're not going to be able to hear it, I don't think. Let me see. I'll try and turn up. Actually, I don't even know if you need the sound. You just really need to be able to read it, okay?
I want to. That's not why I do it. I do it because I fucking need to. I want to. That's not why I do it. I do it because I fucking need to. I want to. That's not why I do it. I do it because I fucking need to.
Okay, that's true. I mean, that happens. So I showed that to Michelle. I showed that to Michelle, right? I show her this, and she goes, she doesn't even pay attention to anything going on the screen, and she just goes, "Oh, those are those sauces I bought, huh?" She thought I was showing her the sauces that were in the background there, the dollar sauces. She bought some little hot sauces for me, and she's like, "Oh, those are the hot sauces you bought me, right?" And I was like, "No, what? Okay, yeah, there's sauces in there, but why?" The whole thing was about this. She thought it was just about the sauces, and I'm talking about smacking her on the ass, and it just made me laugh so hard because it was such a mom reaction. It was such a mom reaction to, "Oh, I bought those sauces," and he's talking about grabbing his girlfriend's butt, and she's just, focused on those sauces in the background. But they were the sauces that she bought. Yes, Jenna, they were indeed the sauces that she bought. So that's true. But the focus was, here we are. I'm saying, "Hey, honey, this is why I smack you on the ass all the time, because I need to." "Oh, those are those hot sauces I bought, huh?" It killed me. I was laughing so hard. I died. I died. I was laughing. I could not stop laughing because it was just such a mom thing to talk about. When here I am explaining why I smack you on the ass, and you're just focused on the hot sauce. What was I going to do? I was going to show you a picture. This was even in New York State. So it was even after we had left Arizona, but you could see the difference. And I love the picture anyways. I think it's a hilarious picture. It was where we used to live, and I was grilling outside, and somebody took this picture, and it looks like Michelle and I were having like a big argument or something, which doesn't really happen. We don't really, we have disagreements all the time, but we really don't have like big arguments. There's never really been like a lot of yelling or any of that kind of stuff. It's just not how we do things. Dogs are barking like crazy. Sorry, I'm looking for it here. I don't name stuff correctly. I keep telling myself I'm going to do it, so that when I want to show you guys some of this stuff, it's at least I know that these ones are in this folder and these ones are in that folder. Geez. Still not seeing it. And I don't know why they're barking so much. I really need some batteries for my camera so I could see what's up there. I mean, it's 1:15. I suppose it could have been the mail. There's been packages coming in all the time. Ariel's getting a ton of stuff. Sorry, I'm still looking. It's got to be getting close here. Here it is. Yay, I finded it. So, I mean, this is where we used to live. This is the house that we rented for a long time. It used to be a general store, and the guy gutted it and turned it. Ed edited it. He turned it into just a home. So the place was massive. See Michelle in the background there, going like, and there's a grill. You know, there's a grill right. It's not even in there. But so that was within like the last 20 years. Something like that, but you can see even then, I mean, compared to now, look at that picture. Look at that picture compared to now. You know? I just love that picture. It's like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a Renaissance type thing. Just because she's in the background saying something, and I'm looking like I'm about to smack somebody with my spatula. All right, I gotta go see what the hell's going on. Oh, the neighbor came back home again. That's probably why they're barking. See, that white truck came back again. I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he knows he's on camera all the time. Yeah, drive into my yard. Drive into my yard. See what happens. Just kidding. You can see the snow looks more like rain now. It's right there. It's right. The temperatures are right around freezing, so it keeps changing between snow and ice, and it's a bad combination though. But at least you can see the lake. You can see the lake out there. Somebody's watching me. They really hate that guy, probably because he pisses you off. Yeah, you're right, Kalish. There's something about that vehicle. Oh, there's their white dog, too. I never got to meet their dog. So they're still barking. I got to go check. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. What time is it? All right, we still got plenty of time. Oh. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got that song stuck in my head. And JT didn't even say that. He just said close to that song, and now it's stuck in my head. Do. Snow slushing here. Gross weather. Yeah, same here. It's just not fun. I want to see snow. I like taking a walk in the snow at like 1 o'clock in the morning, when it's the big fat lazy flakes coming down. You know, it's just quiet, and I just enjoy that. You know what? Not so much here though at this house, because there's no street lights. Right? There's no street lights. There is down by that. So behind the white truck, that brown house, when they put that in, how now brown house. When they put that in, they did put a street light down there, which was really unfortunate because it was the only street light in any of that area that you're seeing right now. That's the only one, and it destroyed the night sky. Just destroyed it. The light pollution was horrible. Now there's street lights on the street behind us, like down at the corner. There's one, but that's it in the whole area. There's only like 2 street lights, and one of them is down there by that brown house. I don't know why they had to put one in. It would be so much nicer if they didn't. Rockwell, yes, wasn't that who it was? With he was somebody's. I believe he was like some famous person's nephew or something, and they got Michael Jackson to sing along in the song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You're not getting me with that one, geek. And hi, Greg. Greg the Guppy Guy. That'd make like a really good TV show from like the 60s. Like after Gentle Ben came on. Was it Gentle Ben? Was that the name of the show? Anyways, like around that time. Quincy Jones, was it Quincy Jones' nephew? You're probably right. That sounds right. Is it true your all-time favorite music group was the California Raisins? Adam, go fuck yourself. No, I've never been a fan. Although I heard it through the grapevine was a good song. Yeah, the Marvin Gaye version was a great song, all-time classic song. I don't know if you could hear that. Are we trying to do get songs stuck in your head? See, I think I have more power when it comes to this. I have more power because you guys are typing it, but I can just, I can sing a little bit of it or just hum a tune, and it's going to get stuck in your head a lot more than just words on the page. But I won't do that to you right now. I don't hear a lot, but I heard that. Gotcha. And obviously I was joking. Did I say hi to Red Laser? I feel like I did, but hi, Red Laser. How's your day going? Oh, that's the neighbor I like coming up the hill. She's just going to look at her property. She owns the 2 properties there. She's all right. I like that lady. She's a little weird. Not possible, nothing there for it to stick on. How can you not love the California Raisins? Because they're raisins, Kalish. They're perverted. They're disgusting. They should be illegal. Dancing. They even have pants on. Put some damn pants on. Just because you're a raisin. You actually have been neglecting us in chat a lot. Have I? How so, sir? How so? How so, sir? I'm at the bottom of the chat, and I got nothing else to do. Do we do a, all right, there we go. Let's do that. Let's do a reading. Let's do a reading today. Be better at greeting us or you'll lose your job. And for that, Coral, pick a number. Pick a page number. Pick a page number. We'll do a reading here. Do. Why did that not work for JT? Was it 5 minutes? Hi, Vanoski. Did I make the poop one be members only? Dan Foreman was a huge fan of the California Raisins. If there's an ad campaign with collectible figures or bobbleheads, he's ready to fork over the cash. Nice. I like that we get to learn about Dan Foreman. He sounds like an amazing guy that I would like to sit and have a conversation with. Page 63. All right. Nope, no sex. Actually, we've read this page. It's not marked off, but I know for a fact. Pick another one. I know for a fact. There it goes. Got to be a member. Oh, I did mark that was members only. I'm sorry. I tried to, I didn't want to do too much stuff that was members only. I really want to limit that, but I guess that was the one thing that was. There's a couple things. Missed the chance to have poop read smut. Yeah, pick another page, Coral, because we did read that one. I remember this page for sure, and it's nothing spectacular. So for me having to remember it, we must have read it. Oh, we did that one too. I was like, well, that's a good page, but we already read that one. 47. Okay. 47. 47's been done as well. Sorry. I'm just going to pick a page. I'm just going to pick a page. Page has also been done. Okay. There's one. There's one. You had one job, Coral. In both pages you picked. That's just, we're getting to that point, though. We are getting to that point, especially because we've just been randomly picking pages throughout the thing. We're only 189 pages. So, but I'm going to do this page here because we're already there. All right. And it's nothing really great either, but let me think. Let me see. Let's do this. Here we go. Got to make sure this works first.
She paled. No, I'll go back with you. While she verbally agreed, her body language seemed to disagree over being alone with him. He didn't care. He would take every minute he could. Wait, no, hold on, that's not good. Hold on, stop.
See, I gotta get a button, so I can just push a button. It's not good the way it works. We got that one line in there, but the rest of it didn't work. So I got to practice on that and get better at it. He didn't care. He would take every minute he could with Lizzie Beth until he convinced her to stay. Then they would continue having incredible sex. Continue? You haven't even had incredible sex yet. We have not had any part of this. Then they could continue having incredible sex. This is page 165 in the book. We have not heard about this incredible sex one single time. I'm very disappointed in this. Until they were tired of each other and she and her son left. Hopefully her ex had left the ranch by that time they arrived back from the jail ride. Randy and Lizzie Beth handed out the fare for the evening. Then he and Randy changed the wheel and switched places. Speedy and Ballpark decided to remain with the herd and the executives. Cowboy appreciated the help, even though Speedy was a greenhorn. Ready? Cowboy asked Lizzie Beth. Need a hand? He offered to lift her into the wagon, but she declined and climbed up independently. Stubborn woman. Cowboy walked around the back of the wagon and climbed in on his side. He had 4 hours alone with her before they reached the ranch, and he could do plenty of sweet talking in that time. There you go. They're going to continue to have incredible sex. I'm livid right now. Livid. Livid. Because where? Oh, hey, right here we go. When she went to remove her panties, he stopped her with a hand. So they're there. They're there. Oh, yeah, there's some. Okay. Actually, there's a couple of pages of it. There it goes. Wow, that is, yeah, and that's pretty, like water gushing to put out the flames. So it is there. We've got to be the worst dart players ever because we're just hitting all around it and not actually getting it. I mean, this is pretty, pretty graphic. I see words such as nipple and coochie and Rooster, and hold on, I gotta go get a hold of myself. Again, thank you, Kelly Foreman, for bringing us so much joy with that. Robert Reed is here. What's up, Robert? I don't think I know Robert Reed. Robert, do I know you as a different name? And why did the pellets not work for Robert Reed? I mean, just being here, you had 150. Get a Stream Deck. Yeah, I do want one. And actually, there's apps you can use as well. I actually did. I did have an app set up with that, and I didn't use it. I need to get better at that. Robert Reed. Why does that name sound familiar? Robert, do I know you as a different name? And thanks for coming in and joining us, though, Robert. And I'm curious, though, why the pellets did not work for you. I have not heard any gushing anywhere. Sometimes it's better to hit around it rather than go directly right away. That is true. That is true. Why did he stop her? That is true. But yeah, Kelly, again, to be fair, this is not a sexy book. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for sending that. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, the hotkeys are basically what I did. You can create a Stream Deck using Streamer Bot. They have on their website, they have a way so you can configure it and make stuff out of it. It's very cool. It's just that in practice, I end up not actually using it. So, like, I can come here and look. That's the entirety of the deck. So that is just like the Stream Deck, the Elgato Stream Deck, and hotkeys. That's all it is. So it actually, I believe, it might be live. Maybe not. Let's go here. So it should work.
Yeah, it's working. Martha, thank you. Hey, so do I sound, is it very feminine now? It should sound very feminine. But
it works the same as a Stream Deck. And thank you, Wi-Fi. That was very cool of you. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Kalish, Robert Reed, Adam McReynolds, and Coral. Very nice. Poop. Yay for poop. So there's ways to do it. This was free. And you can add as many buttons as you want and make it just like a Stream Deck. Robert Reed is a long-time lurker. Your name looks very familiar to me, and I appreciate you coming in, though. But I'm very curious why the pellets didn't work for you. So real quick, for anybody that's not familiar, again, with the pellets, because it is our very first month of using them, starting on the 1st, they went live. Starting on the 1st, they went live, and whoever has the most points at the end of the month gets a choice of one of my t-shirts, because I do have a brand new one that should be available any day now, that was made specifically for this. Plus, you get to have your own face filter for a month. So, look at this. What is that? So you can change my face into one of the many filters. You get to choose which filter is yours for a month, and you get to control it and change me into the poop or whatever it is for a month. And to get the points, all you have to do is be here. You as soon as you come into the stream, you get 150. If you chat once every 10 minutes, you get 5 points per minute. There's no way to pay to get points. All the points are just paying with your time. You can't financially help out. You can't give me a super chat and get points or any of that kind of stuff. You also get extra points if you engage with the stream by coming up. Like tomorrow, we have our tank where people come up the tank. What do we call it? Bubble babble. people come up and just show us one of their fish tanks that they really like, or some fish, or whatever it is, something fish related. They just come up for 10 minutes, hang out with us for 10 minutes, show us a tank, and then boom, they're gone. The next person comes up. So that's tomorrow. So anybody that comes up on that will get 500 points. If you play Patty's Box, you'll get, and you win, you'll get points. It's all about engaging with the stream, right? The more engagement, that's how you get points. And right now, Jenna is far and away at the top. Let's look at it. Unfortunately, it's always in the middle of the night for me. Yeah, I get it. I know it's difficult for people that live in the different time zones. Oh, look, Kalish is in the lead now. Kalish is in the lead. I didn't even see that. Kalish is in the lead now. Yes, Nathan. Yes, I will set up the stream right after this, right after we're done here, and I will send you a link via email, Nathan. I'm not sure if Bex is going to join us. I know she's having a little bit of a rough week, rough couple of weeks. So I don't know if Bex is going to join us tomorrow, but as long as Nathan's going to come up, I'll use the other software tomorrow so that I can have the guests easy. And I'll put the link in the chat tomorrow too. So if you don't know for sure, but you have 10 minutes to set aside tomorrow, the link will be in the chat. You'll be able to come up and hang out with us. Sketty Nona, what's up, Sketty? Oh, you're talking about the Frank Lloyd Wright ones? Not Nola Jane. Hello, hello. Christmas tree. It's coming up quick, isn't it? It is coming up so quick. And again, you know what? Let me set my points to 0 right now, because I have a command I can use to just set points. And I will never, I promise, it has to happen in a live streams. Yeah, JT. Yeah, please do. Yeah, come up for 10 minutes and show us some stuff tomorrow. I know you've been streaming a lot. Uh-oh. Jenna just pulled in the lead again. Let me see. Set points. I forgot what the command is. I've only used it a couple of times. But all of these commands only work in a live stream. Now, I could do an unlisted live stream and do stuff, but I can't do anything in the back. Set pellets, Rico Stan, 0. I believe that's it. I could be wrong. It's going to tell me. Okay, yep, there we go. Number of points. Set pellets, username, equals. I forgot the equals. And of course, I tried to hit the up arrow. Man, I wish you could do that. Matt knows what I'm talking about. I know Geek Boy knows what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I also turned that on so that... Okay. I turned on the... Because that's only for me, trying to modify their own points. Even though that's only for me, let me go back and make sure that I did set that only for... Set points is only available for myself. Yes, I'm the only one that can do it. We all knew Rico was going to corrupt. That's the rumor, right? That's what they keep saying. All right, so I need to change that to be true. Okay, and now... Now it should work. There we go. So that way now I'm off the list. I'm off the list. And I'll just have to keep doing that. It's not a big deal. Like, I probably could figure out how to exclude myself from even getting the points in the first place, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not that... Steven just knows if Jenna isn't number one, he's going to have to walk to the kitchen himself. Uh, all right, let's look again. Sandy's Wi-Fi is out now. So yeah, Jenna's way in the lead. But now Geek Boy's on the list. Geek Boy, as usual, coming from behind. Yeah, and again, I get that. I get that it's become a little bit of a popularity contest. It has. Jenna's a very popular person. So people are gifting her those, and that's fine because she can win this 1 month, and the next month, that's it. You just win one time. So next month it'll be somebody different. It'll always be somebody different. So it's fine to have that gifting there. And I think the gifting adds some fun to it, right? And again, the prize is nothing major. You get a shirt. It's not like anything to fight over, right? It's nothing to fight over.
It's nothing to fight over, people, okay? Just relax. This is one of the voices that uses AI, and I think it actually does a pretty good job. I think it doesn't sound too much like I'm using a filter that much, right? I mean, you know who I am, some of them just sound like a filter. This one does not. This one does not. To me, it sounds like it's a little bit more. The AI helps make it a little bit more true to life.
If we're losing, I'm fighting. I'm coming in the winner's house at 6 a.m. We're fighting. 6 a.m. Oh. I'm not sure. Kind of makes your voice sound like your throat is wet, gravelly, like you're almost going to cry or something. Oh, really? Hopefully it's picking the right one. It's that one. Oh, it's not going to work.
So does it sound feminine? The name is Blake. It's supposed to be Blake, a girl. A girl. I said that word. A girl. But it sounds gravelly. Like you're almost gonna cry or something. It's not vocal fry. It sounds more gravelly, wet. Your God is wet. It sounds like a girl. This ain't Blake. This is a girl. Yeah, it's supposed to be Blake, a girl. Sounds like a program you would use for late night. Hey, big boy, what are you wearing? Hello. Really kind of like a young boy. Oh, great. That just. Alright.
Childish femme, sort of, I don't know the word, crackly. Oh my God. Hi, Ivy. Hold on a second here. Smoker, raspy. Oh, well, maybe I need. Maybe I need to choose a different one. Man, my hips are killing me. Why is it making that noise? Maybe I need to choose a different voice instead for that. Maybe I'll mess around with some of the other ones. There's a few female ones, but I thought that one sounded the best out of all of them. And again, that's really just for the Book of Foreman. Oh, sorry. Smooker. That's a good typo. Smooker. Blunt smooker. That's really just for the reading from the Book of Foreman. That's what that's all about. That's why I want to get that set up correctly and start using it for the women's voices, because I don't do a good job on those, and I thought it would sound better and make it a little bit more fun. Let's see, we got 15 minutes left. Coro, you're going today, right? I didn't set that up. Did you got your stream already scheduled? Coro works. There he is. There it is right there. All right. I will I'll just set it up right now so that we'll send everybody over to Coro as soon as we finish up here in less than 15 minutes. Hold on a second. Let me do this. All right, customization, redirect. Coro, mind the gap, and save. There we go. So as soon as we're done here, it'll send you guys over to Coro's automatically. It sounds like if you tried to make Chris Aquazone 8 years old. Chris is coming up too. Oh, tonight is Funkmaster, which I always call him that because I used to know somebody named Funkmaster, but that Funkmaster was a real jackass. Like, he was a horrible person. And Aquafunk is not a horrible person, but Aquafunk is going to be our guest tonight for the Focus On. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then Chris, Aquazone, will be Saturday. We have 2 this week. So Saturday will be Chris. And then next Tuesday is Laura, LJ Shrimp. And after that, nobody. That's it. That's it for the year, because the last Tuesday of the month, we're doing the open panel. Again, if you have an ugly sweater, come up with us on the panel. If you don't have an ugly sweater, go buy one. Go get one. And then come join us on the panel. The ugly sweaters don't cost much. Spend $15. Look at me telling you spend money. I guess we know different Aquafunks. Gotcha. JT got a new microphone today, just like Jorge. You both got new mics. What'd you get? What did you get, Jorge? You said you got a new one, but you didn't mention what it was. And what'd you get, JT? Yeah, come join us, though, for the open panel. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We did the same thing for Halloween, where you just had to have a costume on to join us. Same idea. You know, come hang out with us. We're going to go. We start at 7 p.m., but we're just going to go. I know we'll go over, like, Bentley. I don't know if Eric will be doing a stream then. Eric is streaming tonight, though. So looking forward to that, too. I'm going to try and stay awake at least to say hi, because he starts at, like, 10:30. What date exactly is the sweater thing? Last Tuesday of the month. I believe it's the 26th. I'll go order a Chicago Bears sweater this week, as long as it's ugly. That's all that matters, as long as it's ugly. I got the Rode Video Micro Go 2. Oh, for your camera. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. The 26th, I think, right, Jay? It's the day after Christmas. Yes, the 26th. What's up, Sal? The 26th of December will be our open panel. And again, I'd love to see a bunch of people just come up and we'll talk about Christmas and, you know, just have a fun time, you know, especially if you're alone. You know, I don't know if we're doing any 24-hour live streams this year. I will not be. I might do a live stream if there's some time in there that there's nobody going. I might end up doing like a live stream to fill in. Hopefully we get enough people to do 24 hours. We're pretty close now, really, especially because it's the weekend, right? It's Saturday. Saturday's the 23rd, Sunday's the 24th. So hopefully we get enough people on those 2 days to do 24-hour live streams all together. Like we have coverage throughout so that nobody's alone over those, at least that weekend, nobody's alone. It's a tough weekend for a lot of people. So Christmas Day, I'm not going to be doing anything at all. I promised Michelle this year, not going to be doing anything, no streaming, no watching streams, nothing, just hanging out with the family for this year. But that Tuesday, again, we'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun. Please come join us. Ugly is in the eye of the beholder. That is true. That is true. Yep. That is very true. You could say, this is my ugly sweater. So I guess really you just have to wear a Christmas sweater. It just has to be a Christmas sweater. That's it. You know? Because ugly, you could just say, I think this is ugly. You know? I have not seen Mark in a few days, Ivy. And I have not reached out to him. Thoughts on the GoPro 12 creator looking at getting an all-around camera to up my... I honestly, I have a knockoff GoPro that I think they do just as good a job as some of the knockoff cameras are okay, right? Like I have the Casco. I never realized that. A Casco, AKASCO, I think it's something like that. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it doesn't have the brand on it. I forgot what brand it is. And this might even be I have two of them. This is my older one. This is only the 1080p. The other one does 4K. And they're pretty decent. I didn't spend a lot. I spent like $75 on that knockoff one. And that's where, those GoPros are so expensive, I just found one for $80. You can pick up the difference and I'll get it. Said it was way too hard for him to sit and type. Yeah. And Mark's, having an incredibly rough time, so always hoping for the best for him to get through it. Hoping for the best. Jenny. Hi, Jenny Lynn. It's always a pleasure. I get it that you gotta adult and lurk. That's okay. I just appreciate you watching. I appreciate you. So the GoPros they do pretty good, but a lot of the cell phone cameras are water resistant to a certain depth, which should be fine for most of our tanks. So, you can use those and save some money. I'm cheap though. I'm cheap. When it comes to all that kind of stuff, I'm probably going to give you the cheapest answer. Not inexpensive, cheap. I'm very aware of how much things cost. Okay. I think we're at the end. I think we are at the end. So we did not get a big snowstorm that I was hoping for. Where's that at? Let's get rid of that. Nothing. This November has been very disappointing, and December is starting to look the same way. This November was very disappointing. I think we got 4 inches of snow total. Usually by now we're probably somewhere around 40 inches of snow total. So it's been, but that's what we expected though. It's an El Nino year, so our temperatures, we're going to have a lot of days like today, where it's just gray, overcast, but the temperatures are just high enough. Like right now, it is right around freezing. It is right around freezing. I'm not dropping a reasonably expensive phone in my tank, no matter what they claim. They're water resistant. That's what a lot of people do. Ed was doing that too. You could always get, just get a nice waterproof case for it, OtterBox or something. They wouldn't honor the warranty on those if we dropped them in champagne. Gotcha. He also has a hard time finding words. Yeah, just hope that sees the support. I know he is confident that we were thinking of him. Yeah, he definitely is. But it never hurts to send out more, even if we can't respond. And finding those words, I understand that. You want to say thank you, because I've been on the recipient side of that numerous times, so many times, too many times to count. And it's cancer, Whip. I don't know if anybody else said it down below, but he's going through cancer treatments. Yeah. So finding the right words, like Sketty said, like Sarah said, to be able to convey your thanks. I struggle with it. When you guys send me stuff for the Snarfer bar, for Wally, or all the numerous things you guys have done for me over the last 3 years, I always struggle with the right words to convey it, because it's sincere thank you, but sometimes I feel like it just doesn't come across as sincere. I think people know me well enough to know that it is, but not everybody, right? That's why we get the complaints about, just trying to scam money off people, and the fish fam is clueless because they give you money, that kind of bullshit. That's why that kind of stuff happens. And sometimes, and those things are going to happen. There's nothing I can say or do to make any difference on that. That's just people projecting, and it's what they would do, so they assume other people do that. So there's nothing I can do about it. So I do worry about it, and I shouldn't. There's nothing I can do to change any of that. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Anyways, this is about Mark. This is all about Mark, and yeah, we have that in common. I understand that about him, with about having a hard time saying thank you, but the support, like Ivy says, he does see the support. He does really care about it. It does help him, quite a bit. It does make him feel better. So, when you see him, just tell him you're thinking about him, and you can leave it at that. Big Steve just got an email from our new construction division asking us to fix their toilet. The part costs $1.69. A complete idiot can swap a flapper. Building full of plumbers, and they sent it to to the service department. Epitome and not my job. Yeah, that is pretty bad. A bunch of plumbers not wanting to fix the flapper. Yeah. Actually, I need to fix mine too, though, so I can't really say anything. But I'm not a plumber. Sketty Nona got a couple inches there. 36 today, going to be 60 on Thursday. Nice. Real quick before we leave. This one does, I think, right? This one does the extended weather. Is it this one? There it is. Nope, it only gives you a couple days. You see our highs and our lows are almost identical. The highs and lows are very close. 36, 32, 34, 30. That's very small. But the whole week looks like that, I think. I think right around those temperatures is what we're going to be seeing. Oh, well, Friday. No, just like Sketty. Was it Sketty? Is that what you said? Who was it that said about the weather? No, I can't see it. It's right there in front of me somewhere. Why can't I see it now? Well, whoever mentioned, I thought it was Sketty, but whoever mentioned the the weather, that's weird. I'm looking right past it. Same thing though. It's Sunday is going to be 54 degrees. Let's look up the high record on that date. And then I'll end it, so this will send you guys all over to see Coral. And that is the 10th. The 10th, it's going to be 54 degrees. Let's see what the high record is for that one. See you, Nola Jane. Let's see. Where's our records? Yeah, none of those came up. Huh, that's weird. Today's record high. I don't want Birmingham, Alabama, though. Let's see, does it have anything close to me? Nothing really close to me. I guess we'll go with that. Record high for today was 65 degrees. And the lowest low was 1. Now, can I go by a different date? Nope. Month view. The 10th, here we go. 57, yeah, so we're close. We're only 3 degrees away from the record high set in 1946, which was 57 degrees on the 10th. We'll only be 4 degrees away, or 3 degrees away from it, if it hits what they said. So it is abnormally warm. I like that Rico keeps reminding me I have to stream so I can be sure to put pants on. Yeah. It sort of was in my mind too, because I remember last week you were like, oh crap, I'm streaming. But with that, hey everybody, thanks for hanging out with us for 2 hours again today. We'll see you the rest of the week. I'm trying to do a focus on every day for the rest of the afternoon delight every day for the rest of the year, Monday through Friday, except for Christmas Day. So thanks. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and spending the day with me. And go hang out with Coro now and have fun over there. See ya.